She said that American soccer fans, most of them aren't smart. They don't know the game. They don't understand.
Gio.
That guy Gazpacho.
Sports can take a lame gorilla, okay?
Advice, did you know that Arsenal died?
He's got me buzzing.
Up the topies. It's hard to up them anyway.
I'm not even gonna comment on that. We are getting into now everybody's favorite segment. It is the U.S. men's national team corner. And this weekend, if you are an American fan, is one of the greatest weekends that we have seen in a long time because just about everybody was doing just about anything. Let me read through the goal contributions here, and then I'll key in on some here. McKennie with 2 assists for Mike. You're wearing the Juventus jersey. 2 assists for Juventus. Johnny Football for Real Betis continues to be on fire since his move to Spain with a goal, and it is an absolute banger from outside the box. He's something else for Real Betis right now. Might be their best player. Pepi gets a goal. Dest and Tillman with an assist, and Pepi off the bench with a goal. That game ended 7-1 for PSV, so the Americans are cooking there and getting used to some goals. You'll love to see that. Paxton Aaronson gets his career started in Netherlands for Vitesse with a goal today. Good to see Paxton Aaronson. He was the CONCACAF young player to watch, winning all the awards as a young player. So certainly somebody now in a better situation than at Frankfurt, somebody to watch out for. And I mentioned this before, but Chris Richards gets his first Premier League goal using that big throw he has to head the ball in for Crystal Palace, put them ahead. You love to see it. He got his first goal for the U.S. in the Nations League, now his first goal in the Premier League. Love that guy. And more goals from our striker finally. Balogun gets a goal, a well-deserved goal, battling with the defender down the line. Beautiful finish. Missed a penalty later. Luca Della Torre also with an assist. He continues his fine form. The midfield for the U.S. team right now is stacked in terms of form, stacked in terms of talent. It is a deep room. It's going to be competitive to get onto even the roster, no matter how good you're playing or how talented you are. Speaking of that, who probably will be left off just because of all this form is Gianluca Busio, who in the second division of Italy right now for Venezia, on their way up to promotion potentially, and he has been playing very well, got another assist this weekend. And then down in Mexico, Cade Cowell with his blonde mullet gets his first Liga MX goal, a nice finish for him, and then Brandon Vasquez continues his fine goal-scoring form. Man, it's going to be tough to cut this Copa America squad up, but the boys are absolutely buzzing. And the big question I have is, Nick, you tweeted this out, but is the correct midfield for the U.S. men's national team at this point Johnny Football at the 6, Weston McKennie, and Gio Reyna? Or should Malik Tillman, Tyler Adams immediately off an injury, Yunus Musa make their way into that?
That's the one I would go with. I go Johnny, Weston, and then Gio. That's what I think is gonna provide the best. I think Weston and Johnny are the 2 most informed Americans maybe in the world at the moment, even with Pulisic playing extremely well. Pulisic obviously better, but just form-wise, like those 2 guys are on fire. So I don't see how you leave them out of the starting 11. Gio's a hotter take. Obviously, we've covered a lot of the shit that he's having to go through. So in my head, it's the talent. And honestly, I don't think he will be that starting 10. I don't know if he puts like a De La Torre or a Musa or whatever you want there. I don't think it's going to be Tyler Adams. But honestly, I see Adams more than Gio just because we know Berhalter and Gio's relationship. I don't think that Gio's done anything to convince him that he absolutely needs to start. Maybe through fault of his own, maybe not. But that'd be the midfield 3 that I'd go with. If it ends up being Johnny, Weston, and Malik, I'd also be very happy with that. Honestly, at the moment, it doesn't feel like Greg can go wrong unless he does some Greg Triple G bullshit, like starts Jackson Ewell or some dumbass move like that. So I think it's a good spot to be in, but Personally, that's the 3 I'd go with, and if it is the 3 that we see, semis, Copa America, I think that'd be a great run.
I think the U.S. certainly. This may be the most in form I've ever seen the U.S. team with the talent they have. Yes, MLS form in the past with other teams. They've had some fine form and players coming in, but you can make a full 11 of just players who are extremely talented and are on the form of their life right now. I mean, it is a crazy, crazy amount of talent that Greg Berhalter will have to choose from. Mike, Nick keyed into something there that I want to ask you about. Gio Reyna certainly does not have the benefit of the doubt from Greg Berhalter with all their history, and certainly without playing, that does not help his case. Malik Tillman has been absolutely killing it in Netherlands, has been a star for them. Peter Bosch, PSV's manager, has said he is remarkable. He said he's an absolute game changer, the best player on the field at times. And in the Champions League versus Dortmund, he was making some huge, huge chances, was a star player for them. Is it time that maybe Tillman, based off his form and being able to play, gets his chance above Gio, or do you think that talent level that Gio has and that ceiling is just enough to keep Gio in that driver's seat?
I think you need to give Tillman a real shot, because if not now, then when? He's playing great ball. He's playing a crucial role in this team that's performing in Champions League and absolutely running away with Eredivisie. So definitely, I like playing guys based off form. Cardoso should be in there as our 6. Weston is playing phenomenal, and Tillman definitely deserves it. You're right. Gio offers something that no one else in the roster can, but you got to give dudes minutes who are playing. So, yeah, give me those 3. I love it.
We're going form for our starting 11, and we certainly can with the amount of goals and assists that have been plopped in by our players. Jedi Robinson also with another great performance. Just shout him out. I saw him getting a lot of love this weekend
New
for his
haircut.
performance against Manchester
Haircut
United.
looks horrible.
He shaved that shit.
It's so bad.
Jedi
You like the
Robinson,
blonde?
I don't think has really
I don't
ever
know, but
had the most amazing haircuts.
he looks like
But he's
Mason
playing
Greenwood.
great ball. As long as he keeps playing ball, do whatever you want with the hair, man. Chris Richards.
He makes a lot of choices.
That's a head of hair.
That
Chris
is a head of hair.
Richards.
He said he grew out his afro so that he could get some better headers, and that he certainly did with a header leading to a goal